Okay, we discussed some questions under compound interest. Let us see example 12 now. So, what amount is to be repaid on a loan of rupees 12,000 for 1.5 years? For rupees 12,000 for 1.5 years at 10% per annum compounded half yearly. The previously we learned compounded annually. Now here we are doing the problem compounded half yearly. So you can do using simple interest formula. So for the first year you calculate, then for this next half year add that amount and find out for the next 6 months. That is another way. Directly you can use the formula to find out this compound interest for half yearly calculations. So now here the principal value P is equal to rupees 12,000. Rupees 12,000. And here rate of interest is given 10% per annum. But since here half yearly calculation, it is compounded half yearly. So n is equal to, so we have 1.5 years. So that means 3 half years. So 3 half years. Here 1.5 year means in 1 year we have 2 half years, then another half year, 3 half years. So you have to take n is equal to 3 half years here. So then when you take 3 half yearly calculation means I told you in the beginning, rate of interest changes. So 5% per half year. So you have to divide it by 2. Divide this one by 2, it changes to 5% now. So here n changes to 3 half years, rate of interest changes to 5% per half year. This is very important to keep in mind. So when it is an half yearly calculation, rate of interest should be divided by 2. And also number of years, you will get here 3 half years. How many half years are there? Conversion periods are there. So you have to find out 3 conversion periods now. So you can use the formula. Amount can be calculated using A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power n. So P here, the amount we have taken 12,000. 1 plus rate here, half yearly calculation 5 by 100. Say 10, it was given 10 per annum. So since it is an half yearly calculation, divide it by 2. So 5, here n, 1.5 year. You cannot write 1.5 year, here 3 half years. So you write here 3. Simplify this, 12,000. So 100 is the LCM. It becomes 100 plus 5 whole to the power 3. So 12,000 into 105 by 100 whole to the power 3. So again 12,000 into 105 into 105 into 105 3 times divided by 100. So again divided by 100 divided by 100. So you can simplify like this, 12,000. 1 second. Division of a number when it is denominator having 1 followed by zeros, then you can shift the decimal point. It becomes 1.05 into 1.05 into 1.05 decimal point. Multiply these 3. So what is that amount you are going to get? You see 13. So you will get this amount is equal to 13,891.5. This is the amount you are going to get after 3 half years, half yearly calculation, based on the half yearly calculation. So we got amount here. What is the amount to be repaid? So he has to pay 13,891.5. See, very important thing you should note down here. Since it is an half yearly calculation, rate of interest should be divided by 2. If it is a quarterly calculation, the rate of interest should be divided by 4. Find the compound interest paid when a sum of rupees 10,000 is invested for 1 year and 3 months. This is for 1 year and 3 months. At 8.5% per annum, compounded annually. It is an annual calculation. See here the principal, see, very important thing observe here, principal here 10,000 rupees Okay, and then rate of interest is 8.5% per annum given, and here n year, time year, 1 year, 3 months. 1 year, 3 months. So if you write directly 1 year, 3 months means 3 months means how? 1/4 of year. 1 by 4. So R it is equal to 5 by 4. 5 by 4 here if you use in formula, A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power n. Just observe this one. 10,000 into 1 plus 8.5 by 100 whole to the power. See, 5 by 4 means it is a fraction here. Very difficult for the calculation purpose. In this case, what you have to do then? How to simplify? You do not know how to simplify this type of exponents.
First we can find the simple interest and we can add that.
Good, very good. Now just you look at this type of calculation is very difficult, you cannot do. For this purpose, what we do, see now, we can calculate the amount for the 1 year. How much amount should be paid by using compound interest formula, you can calculate. Then the next 3 months, this amount what you get, it is calculated on compound interest. For this amount you calculate the simple interest, that is enough. Okay, so we got the formula by simple interest formula only. Every year, the previous year principal if you add to the next year as the principal, previous year amount should be added, taken as the principal for the next year. Here previous year means 1 year, amount should be taken as a principal for the next year. That means next 3 months. So you can do it in another method. So you calculate for the 1 year. So let us find amount for first year, 1 year. So A is equal to P into 1 plus R over 100 whole to the power n. So amount principal here, amount 10,000. 10,000, 1 plus rate of interest is 8.5%. You can no need to change this sum because annually, compounded annually only. 100 whole to the power 1. So 10,000, this will become 108.5 divided by 100 whole to the power 1. 20 cancels. So 100 into 108.5 whole to the power 1 means same, no change. So when you multiply, this will become 108, 2 digits right side, 50, 10,850 rupees. So this is the amount at the end of the first year. Okay, and this amount will become the principal for the next month. So principal for next 3 months will be the amount of this previous year, 10,850. 10,850. So now simple interest you can calculate PTR by 100. PTR by 100. P value of 10,850 time 3 months. 3 months means T is equal to 3 months. What you can write? 1/4 of a year. So you can write 1/4. Then rate of interest is 8.5. Whole thing divided by 100. Okay. Now you can simplify this one. So 4 1s are 4 2s are 8. 28. 4 7s are 28. Then 4 1s are 4. Then 10. 4 2s are 8. 4 2s are 0.5. So into 8.5 divided by 100. So again you divide this by 100 means 2 decimal points shift towards left. 27.125 into 8.5. Multiply this and tell me you will get the simple interest. So you will get 230.5 NF approximately 230.5 or 30.6 you can take approximately. So this is the simple interest. So approximate value. So now what is the amount? Then again this you got this, add this one now. Interest for the first year, you know.
850 plus 230.6.
Then what compound interest? No, interest for the first year. Interest for first year is equal to A minus P. So amount what we got in the first year, that is 10,850 minus principal was 10,000. So you will get 850 rupees as the interest. So interest for next 3 months. So what is that interest we got? 230.6. 30.6 you can take. So total interest to be paid. Total interest is equal to 850 plus 230.6. So you will get 0.608 10,080.6 rupees. So this is the interest to be paid. We'll see some of the applications of this compound interest formula. So we use this in our daily life to find the increase or decrease in population. While calculating the increase or decrease in population, we use this compound interest formula. Another area, if the growth of the bacteria is, we find out what is the growth of the bacteria. If the rate of the growth is known, rate of growth is known means you can calculate the bacteria growth. So then value of an item, any item, or any petrol, diesel, any commodities, if its price increases or decreases in the intermediate years. So in the intermediate years, if the price is increasing or any items increasing or decreasing, we use the compound interest formula. Some of the problems related to this type we will see, then you will understand better. Look at this question now. The population of the city was 20,000 in year 1997. It is related to population increase. It is increased at the rate of 5% per annum. Every year it is increased at 5%. The population at the end of the year 2000 we need to calculate. So use this compound interest formula to find out the population at the end of the year. So that means it is same as the amount formula, population at the end of the year. So population at the end of 2000. So here it will be same as amount P into 1 plus R over 100 whole to the power n. So now you can use here P as the population which was in the year 1997. So what was the population in the year 1997? It is 20,000. 20,000 into 1 plus rate of increase is given, that is 5% per annum. So 5 by 100 whole to the power for how many years? From 97 to 98, 1 year, 98 to 99, another year, 99 to 2000, it is 3 years. It is calculated annually, so it is 3 years. Simplify this, 20,000, so it becomes 105 by 100 whole to the power 3. So 20,000 into 105 by 100, 105 by 100 into 105 by 100. As I said, it is easy division. So 1.05 into 1.05 into 1.05. Now you will get the population at the end of the year 23,152. 23,152. 0.5. 0.5 will not come in the population growth. Always it is a whole number. So it is 23,153 you can take. So this is the approximate increase in population after 3 years, at the end of 3 years. A TV was bought at a price of rupees 21,000. After 1 year, the value of the TV was depreciated. Depreciated means what?
Sir, reduced. Reduced the price because of gold or it is damaged.
Okay, it is reduced. The value is getting reduced every year. As the time increases, the value decreases. Therefore, it is depreciation. Find the value of TV after 1 year. So now, since it is a depreciation, you have to change the formula. Formula should become like this: A is equal to P into, instead of 1 plus R, 1 minus R by 100 whole to the power n. So here, since it is a depreciation, you have to change the positive sign as negative sign. So P value you take 21,000 only. So then after 1 year N is equal to 1 year and the rate of interest R is equal to 5%. Only difference, since it is a depreciation, change the formula. Plus to minus. So you can calculate. So P value it is 21,000. 1 minus R value 5% per annum whole to the power 1. So 21,000. So it becomes 100 minus 5 means 95 by 100. So whole to the power 1 means that much only. 20 you can cancel with the 20. 210 into 95. So if you multiply, then what is the value? 19,950. So rupees. This is the value of the TV after 1 year. The value of the TV after 1 year. So since it is a depreciation, value decreased here.